In less than 24 hours, San Diego's Bishop Robert McElroy will get his red hat in Rome and officially become Cardinal. After the traditional consistory tomorrow morning, he will be the first bishop chosen from the West Coast.
ABC 10 News reporter Marie Coronel walks us through McElroy's journey to becoming a Cardinal.
As San Diego Bishop Robert McElroy prepares for his elevation to Cardinal in Rome, we take a look back at his journey to the religious life, something he says started at a very young age.
It's been a constant theme in my life.
Bishop McElroy says as early as grade school, he knew he had a calling to become a priest, but he never imagined decades later it would include being named a cardinal, a position that's not given to many U.S. clergy, as there are only 15 who have been appointed so far, with McElroy being the 16th and the only one coming from the West Coast. Now let's take you back to where it all began, in the Bay Area, where he got his first assignment as a priest, eventually being ordained as Auxiliary Bishop of San Francisco. But it was in 2015 when he made his way to San Diego, when he was appointed as Bishop of the diocese. While he was familiar with the area, having visited as a child, he says the challenge was identifying and understanding the needs of the 1.3 million Catholics in the city.
But coming to learn in greater depth the variety of cultures and the parish communities and the institutional life of the church throughout San Diego and Imperial County. So I'd say that was my first year, just learning what the realities were, learning what people's hopes and dreams and aspirations were.
Fast forward to May of this year.
I'm deeply honored by this appointment.
When he was appointed by Pope Francis to serve as a member of the College of Cardinals. While he was initially stunned to hear the news, now that he's in Rome preparing for the consistory, where he will get his red hat and officially become a cardinal, things are becoming very real.
Gradually, the reality has sunk in. People have been very supportive, and I think it's a happy thing for the city and diocese of San Diego.
And he's sharing this moment with 200 of his friends, family, and colleagues from different stages of his life. Though noticeably missing are his mom, who is in her 90s, who will be watching from home, and his dad and sister, who passed away years ago.
Two of them will be watching for the kingdom of God, and I know they'll be filled with joy too, although I think my mother's going to outpace their joy.
Joy that he knows will stay with him forever as he prepares for his new role as a cardinal. Marie Coronel, ABC 10 News.